how good are we? You know what I mean?
Right.
How okay, do we need to date in public or like, do we need to stay in public or not? Like, okay, can we Netflix and chill? Like, I don't know. So it was like,
we had to try it out.
yeah, it was like, we kind of like tried out. I was like, okay, I don't know if we can chill.
You said that you felt like you were called to be his helpmate.
Yes,
At
absolutely.
what point did you, I guess, like once you knew that you guys were going to be together, at what point did you say, this is what I was called to do? And what did he do to make you know that? Because a lot of times I think when we look for characteristics and actions in men to be like, okay, I feel safe with this person, I'm put on earth to help this person.
Right.
Yeah.
What was it that?
So I think when we were dating, we always complimented each other, but I think it actually took years into our marriage where I actually adopted the mindset, like I really was created for Dharius Daniels, because I feel like we're like a piece of a puzzle.
Yeah.
The places that maybe I have strengths, then, we just complement each other in that way. And I remember I was going through my own healing journey where I needed to be emotionally healthy. A lot of times I got a lot of my worth and value out of what I did and not necessarily who I was. And so in that process, I was able to start learning who Shamika was. And in that, I'm like, I am super creative. Like God really created Shamika for Dharius. And I mean, after that revelation, because it was so bad, I would tell him, people would ask me like, what do you do? And when I would say, I help him and, help him with the business or help him with the church, I'm like, okay, well, what do you do for you? And I would feel some type of way.
Right.
And it's just like, as I began to really process it, I'm like, okay, I'm a boss chick. Everything I do, I add value to. And I'm like, God really brought me in his life so that I could add value. So I'm clear that whatever Dharius says he wants to do, whether it's jump over the moon, I am to help him get there.
I love that.
And I'm cool with that.
Can we take a moment? No, that's a real thing.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of times women, they're not sure if what their purpose is for a man.
Right.
And I think that definitely like shows what you've shown her because you made her feel safe and like to know that, okay, this is what I'm here for.
Right.
Yeah, I was doing it was a different kind of podcast, but it was men, right? And it was a couple of guys, and they have a slightly different view on gender roles and things of that particular nature, right? And so they were we started talking about this idea of like helpmate, and I feel like sometimes when people say that word, at least in this context, they kind of reduce helpmate to like domestic duties. You feel me?
They do.
And like that's not what she does. So when she says helpmate, it's not like she sweeps floors.
Right.
It means that I feel like I have a vision that is so robust, it requires gifts other than mine. And so I recognize that those gifts are in her. And so she brings to the vision the things I can't bring to the vision. So she's helping me in that way, not just frying chicken.
Right.
And I think, and I'm not, there's nothing against that at all, right? But I think helpmate can mean different things to different people. And I think it's important for people to have the freedom to say, well, helpmate means for me, we're about to build this empire together.
Yes.
Yeah, or helpmate means for me, I'm just going to focus on raising the children or whatever that is. But I recognize that in her, and straight up, this is no hyperbole. Whether it's with our businesses or with our personal life or with church, it wouldn't be what it is if she hadn't brought her gifts to the table.
Oh no, no, absolutely.
It's just a fact.
I remember the first y'all did the pop-up in Atlanta. And Chandler Moore, he performed. Chandler's my little brother. He hit me and he was like, yo, sis, he's like, y'all gotta come. He said, I'm performing for, or singing for Change Church. They're doing a pop-up. Pull up. I was like, all right, bet. Love Chandler. Like, this kid has prayed over me. Like, very prophetic spirit. Like, he knows the Lord, was raised in the church.
Right.
And I was like, all right, cool. Like, I'll come. So I came and I saw you walk in. And some people just have a presence.
Right.
And I was like, and I had never literally had never watched you, hadn't seen you. I just knew you were her.
Okay.
Like it was, I was like, and you, I don't know if you remember this, but you smiled at me and I smiled back. I was like, I don't know if she recognized me or if she just being nice. But you had that presence from the very first time. And that's when I was so happy when you guys decided to come to Atlanta. I was like, they're really coming. Because that was a great, great night. I was like, Lord, I hope they don't go somewhere else and do a pop-up and just decide to go somewhere else.
That's dope. That's dope.
Yeah, but I knew like you're right. Like it couldn't be what it is without you.
Right. And then I just love what I do. And I feel like from day one, whatever it is we've done together, I've enjoyed doing it. So,
That's good.
Yeah.
I love it. When you guys were like first dating, what were some of the boundaries that you put into place to get this love that God intended? Because you clearly have the love the way God intended.
Right.
Yeah, I feel like we learned a lot of them by experimentation.
Yeah.
You know, I feel like both of our parents, like I was texting my dad on the way here. I was like, yo, how long y'all been married? I just wanted to, because today is her parents' 45th
Wow.
wedding anniversary.
That's crazy.
So I was like, so how long y'all been married? And it's like their 45th is in September.
Wow.
And so anyway, I'm like, man, they've been married a long time.
Yeah.
They got married young.
Yeah.
But I have no backstory, no guidance. I saw the marriage. I saw nothing about the dating.
Right.
Wow.
Yeah.
So a lot of that was just kind of experimentation.
You gotta figure it out,
It like how good are we? You know what I mean? How okay, do we need to date in public or like do we need to stay in public or not? Like, okay, can we Netflix and chill? Like I don't know. So it was like, it was like we kind of like tried out. I was like, okay, I don't know if we can chill. Like
chill.
First date though, he took me to a church. I'm not gonna say who it was. He took me to a revival service for our first date.
Oh wow.
Okay, I'm going. That was our first. But our second date was the movie that we watched. Remember that movie?
Because I had to get some balance. I didn't have balance in my life at that point.
I'm with you.
It was a little weird. Like, yo, my pastor at college was like, listen, she told me y'all went to church for the date. Nah,
it's not giving that.
But you know what we did do is we submitted to counsel too, because he understood that God had a calling on his life early, and we just kind of didn't know what to do. And so we had a pastor there in Mississippi where he talked to him and was like, hey, I'm interested in dating Shamika, and we want to do this the right way. So we were coached through that.
That helped us. Yeah, we got coaching while we were courting.
Right.
That's good.
And so that was really
helpful for us.
Yeah.
I needed that. Yeah.
Wow, because a lot of people don't have that. We are literally figuring it out on our own and making mistakes as we go.
I'm an advocate for that.
I love that.
Yeah.
Wow. Oh my goodness. I wish more people had the counsel while dating. You usually don't get the counsel until you decide you're gonna be married.
Yeah.
You know. Yeah. And then try to figure it out.
And like we come across some data, like 1 out of 4 couples who even get it premaritally find it effective. Because what most of them need as a couple, if they're just starting off, is coaching.
Right.
What they need individually is counseling.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So it's like, we're doing marriage counseling. It's like, they kind of haven't been married long enough to cause trauma to each other. Right. But they've gone through their own trauma individually. And because of that, they need to do that individual work in therapy to get back to a baseline. And then you need coaching on how to actually bring those two lives together.
Right.
And I just think, I don't know, I was broke. I was, trying to figure it out when we were dating, but I was very clear, like in terms of my vision for my life. And I knew, because it's just some stuff I saw growing up, how bad relationships make it really hard to have a good life.
Yes.
So super early on, I was like, yo, we need some help with this. Because it's like, I can't be in my dorm room not able to go to class because I'm crying over... I got stuff to do. Yeah. So we got to make sure this is right. So we kind of went hard.
We did
earlier.
I mean, we talked about expectations early on.
Oh, good.
I was like, I might be broke. Like it was all of that. It's like, can you handle that?
Yeah, that's real.
You could potentially make more money than me, or you can think less of me because of that. Yeah. It was like that.
And you talked to me about even what you expected of me, like in a woman.
Oh, okay.
So that was interesting as well.
What did you expect?
You just tell all of the businesses.
We need all the tea.
No, it wasn't that. She's referring to this one thing because she had like some sorority sisters that maybe managed their emotions a bit differently. So me, I just kind of. We were having a conversation. I was like, hey, I'm never going to raise my voice at you. Wow. You don't have to raise your voice at me. And then I just went down the list. I'm never going to cut your tires. So you don't have to cut my tires. I'm not going to. I didn't have a water bed, but there was an instance where somebody, not her, but somebody cut somebody's. I'm not going to cut your water bed.
I remember the water bed. Yes.
So it was that's what she's referring to.
That is hilarious. Oh my goodness.
But I mean, it was a lot of communication though. And so we did get to know each other. And that's one of the things that we teach couples, even when they're dating now, that when you're dating, it's like the process of gathering data.
Yeah.
You know, that's one of the things he always says. Dating means gathering data. When you get to the point where you've gathered enough data and you feel like maybe they're the one, that's when you ask the question, am I taken or not? Are you ready for that?
Yeah.
So we did a really good job with just getting to know each other and to gather data.
Yeah.
I think that's really important.